Scorpios, how's everything going? This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, and I'm here to do a mid-month reading for April 2019. So, as you probably know or don't know, depending on whether you've seen my videos or not, I've had some technical difficulties, so if your video gets cut into two pieces, please forgive me. Or please forgive the phones, I guess you could or you should say. But if that so happens to be the case, then I apologize in advance. But let's get down to your reading for April, for the mid-month reading for April 2019. So this is going to be from April 15. I know I'm a day late. To April 30th or 31st. I'm not exactly sure how many days April has. Okay, so let's see what the universe has in store for Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio, let's see what the universe has in store for you. So, the current energies that are occupying you right now are the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So I see there's certain things that you guys are starting to let go of, which is really good. The four also denotes to home and family, so maybe this denotes things going on within the family that you might be letting go of. It could be situations or circumstances that you guys are letting go of that are happening within the family. Now, this definitely has something to do with your home life or connected to the home and family, maybe even close friends, those who you would consider your family. And with the Four of Cups in the reverse, I do feel like this is something having to do with opportunities that maybe you may have missed, that you didn't see, but now you're seeing in hindsight. And I do feel like you in some way you guys are getting over maybe these opportunities that you guys may have missed, and you guys are starting to let go of certain perceptions that you guys may have held onto. As I see the number 4, looking at the numerology of tarot cards, the number 4 is connected to structure, stability, and manifestation. So, in your mind and in your and the current energies that are there, I would say that you guys are starting to build structure and stability to some degree, and you guys are starting to manifest certain things. And this is actually really good because this is something that you guys may not have been able to do for a while. You know, when it comes to Scorpios, you guys know how to hold a grudge. So you guys feel everything more deeply than all the other signs. So it goes to say that in such degree, it's one of those things that you guys don't really have too much of an ability to do, is to let go of things. So this actually is a very, very good turning point in your guys's mentality and your guys's world, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word. All right, but I do feel that emotionally, you guys still have something that is not allowing you to end a cycle of some sort. You guys have an emotional cycle that you guys are not letting end. And this is told to me by the World card in the reverse. Now, the World card, it's one of those cards that talks about the end of a cycle. If you actually look at the card, it shows a woman, right? This woman's naked, only covered by a sash, and lightly holding these candles. These candles are the same candles that are held by the Magician as a number 1 card. And the Magician, he uses this candle or this wand or whatever that you might want to call it to create the things that he needs to create in his life. Now, I'm pretty sure that since she has 2 candles, she has twice the power of the Magician now. She's been through the whole cycle. She's been through everything that the major arcanas symbolize, which is pretty much from the beginning of a cycle of the Fool to this card, which is the ending. Now, this is a card that signifies that she knows the way that cycles go. She's free to be herself, and in essence, if you look at it, it's got the four major cards right here. You got Taurus, you got Leo, you got Aries, and then you have Scorpio. And so this is you right here. But the idea is that you have to let these cycles end. And if you're not letting these cycles end on the emotional level, then you guys will not be able to move forward. But I do feel that this cycle is not coming to an end yet, because there's still certain things that you have to process. And this will figure out, see, the appearance of the Nine of Wands in your spread, as far as the spiritual goes, is that you're still feeling spiritually defensive. Now, I do have to ask you, and personally, if this is just an act, if this is actually, if there's actually a reason for your soul to be defensive, or if it's just an act, because the Nine of Wands is actually a stage card. And a stage card, it's like, think of the actors on a stage. And the actors aren't really those people that they portray on the stage. They actually have, a certain aspect to their personality off the stage. However, since this card is denoting that you feel defensive, is this really or do you really feel defensive? Do you really feel like your soul is being attacked? Or is this just an act? Is this act used to get what you want? And is that why this cycle is not ending for you? Because you have to do things differently? Or is this because you feel like your soul really is getting attacked? Now, on the physical realm, or in the physical world, things are definitely changing, and things are actually starting to have the ability to manifest for you. With the Ace of Wands, it's all about passion. It's all about putting your passion forth. Now, I like how we have the World card and we have at least one beginning card, because this is showing you that where things end, new things begin. And the Ace of Wands, it's all about action. It's all about passion. It's all about energy. And this is the energy that you need to get things started on a physical level. Now, I do feel that since you have Wands overriding the majority of these cards, minus the power that the major arcana brings to the spread, I do feel that things are starting to ramp up. Things are starting to appear. The life is starting to grow for some of you guys, and this is a divine. It's a divine incentive. It's an energy that's brought to you from the divine. The divine is allowing you the opportunities to be able to start to do things and to grow. And I do feel like this is actually really cool, because most people don't ever have the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a cycle both start like right off one another. Most of the time people have one cycle end, and then they have to wait, and some have to wait forever, it seems, before a new cycle begins. But in this case, you guys don't have to wait. Whatever's happening here in your life, as soon as you let this cycle go, this other cycle will begin. Or it could be that this other cycle might start to begin even before you let this old cycle go. So this is actually really good, and this deals a lot with your emotions and with the way that your soul feels. And because your thoughts are already on the thoughts of letting go of certain things and certain thoughts, certain mindsets and things like that, certain emotions that you may have felt. Like, I feel that with the Four of Swords with the Four of Cups in the reverse, that to some degree you guys may have had the Four of Cups in the upright. And in the upright, the Four of Cups it denotes apathy. It denotes the idea that you guys were growing bored of life. Like, there was nothing that was interesting to you anymore. And the universe was trying to hand you different opportunities, but you guys weren't seeing them. And as you can see with the Four of Cups, that same hand that was bringing the wand is the same hand that was bringing the cup to you. Now, you're starting to see these opportunities that could be possible, and at the same time, the universe is bringing those opportunities into your physical world, is bringing it into your reality. So this is actually very beautiful for you guys, Scorpios, because like this isn't really something that most other signs have been getting, that I've been seeing. They've been stuck in something. They've been stuck in a certain mindset or something like that, and they've had the Tower in reverse or even the World in reverse, and they haven't been able to finish up their cycles. So, you know, this is actually a really good turning point because this is what you need. Now, with the Queen of Swords in the upright, it speaks of sadness. It speaks of embarrassment. It speaks of absence. So to some degree, I do feel that maybe there's a certain absence in your life that has been taking place that is causing you sadness. Maybe certain things that you may have done, certain things that you may have said, may have caused you some type of embarrassment. To whatever degree, I do feel that with the Queen of Swords, there's a need to be truthful. Now, you guys may have been mourning the fact that you guys haven't had many opportunities in the past, or felt like you guys haven't had very many opportunities in the past. And at the same time, this is a card of intelligence. This is a card of intelligence because you need intelligence as a queen in order to be able to run your kingdom, to run your life. And at the same time, I do feel like this card is calling you to be honest. One of the things that Scorpios can be is honest, but they tend to do things in the background. You guys tend to do things in the background, and to where the eyes cannot really see. And you guys like to do a lot of different stuff in the background, and you guys like to hold your emotions. You guys like to keep your emotions to yourself, which is also one of those things about Scorpio, is that you guys are secretive. So, I would like to say that in having the Queen of Swords, you guys have to be truthful. You guys have to be honest. Now, this is telling me that one of the problems that you guys are holding is not being able to communicate with people. So, this could be one of those things that you guys may need to do. Also, I do feel that with the Queen of Swords, you guys have a sharp wit. And maybe that's one of the problems that's keeping you guys from being able to start new cycles. New cycles usually require other people, and if your sharp wit is pushing them away, that might mean that you guys aren't able to use those people to begin the new cycles that you guys need to. So, as a Scorpio, you guys tend to be truthful. As other people might say, Scorpios tend to keep it real. Now, that could be a problem because with the Queen of Swords, she says it like it is. She likes to keep it real. So, I do feel that in keeping it real, there's certain people that you push away that could provide you guys the opportunity to advance yourselves. So, keep that in mind as well. Another problem that I feel is with the appearance of the Three of Cups, that you guys tend to like working alone, because the Three of Cups in the reverse, it speaks about not working with other people but working solo, and in the upright it means working in groups and working with various different people. And with the Three of Cups in the reverse, I do feel that for some of you Scorpios, you guys have been working alone, or at least trying to work alone, and it's not allowing you the creativity and the growth that the Three of Cups in the upright can afford you. So, as one of your obstacles, it may very well be necessary in order to work in a group so that you guys can build up your creativity. Now, I know you guys tend to have certain people that you guys can trust and that you guys speak to probably on a daily basis. However, this is calling you out to be more than just somebody who talks to just one person or talks to another person. You guys need to start communicating. You guys need to start working in a group larger than just you and someone else, or in a group larger than just you, because there's no I in team, as they say. So, you know, to take that into account, take that into mind. I know for some of you Scorpios, you guys are gonna, this is gonna hit home. So, yeah. Okay, so the energy that seems to be influencing you right now is the fours. Now, you guys got three of the four fours out, and this is definitely one of those. This is definitely one of those energies that's building structure, that's building stability, and it's also it's allowing the beginning of manifestation to take place, because this is a card of action and the beginning of action. I do feel that you guys are starting to manifest a little bit of some of these opportunities that you guys may have missed with the Four Cups in the reverse. But this four, all of these fours are denoting something. They're showing you something, and they're showing you something in your life, probably within your home life. So they're showing you that you need rest. You need to rest and recuperate, because as a Scorpio, you guys tend to have a lot of negative influences upon your mind. And since you guys are a water sign, you guys feel things on a much deeper level than, say, the fire signs or the air signs or even the earth signs. And a lot of the time, this can weigh heavily on the mind. So, I definitely feel like you guys need to rest the mind. Or you guys need to ask the divine for intervention or to help you to quiet your mind, because that seems to be the energy that needs to be influencing you. Now, drawing another card, yeah, see, you guys drew the world, or I drew the world the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. That means that things that are taking place right now are things that are deemed by fate to happen. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, if you look at this picture, it doesn't happen every time, but from time to time I notice this little blue figure right here that's pointing at the phoenix. If you look at now I'm gonna put up both cards so that you guys could see them. If you look at both cards, this right here is Scorpio, just like this right here is Scorpio, just like this is Scorpio, and on the bottom you got Taurus the bull, just like Taurus the bull here in this one. Now you got the lion right here, just like you have the lion right here. But all of these forms, they're kind of like formless, and they don't have any type of coloring to them. Now, the cool thing behind this is the fact that if you look at them both side to side, they're looking at each other. They all four aspects, or they're looking at you. All four aspects are colored in. In the world card, you've been through all of this stuff, and you've required all of these energies in order to be able to move your life around. In this one, the energy hasn't been filled in yet, and there's extra characters on the field. Now, this seems to be pointing towards your sign, Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about transformation, since you guys are ruled by the planet Pluto. So, in saying this, I do believe that all of the things that are happening for you guys right now, or to you, whichever way you wish to look at it, this is all fate. This is all the stuff that's happening, that's destiny. You guys are meant to experience whatever it is that you guys are experiencing right now, because it's necessary for you guys to experience it and to grow from it and to transform. So, yeah, see, the Hierophant, it's all about your belief systems. I do feel that with the Hierophant, it speaks about alliance. This could be a possible alliance with other people, but since it's at the bottom of the deck and it's numbered by the number 5, This is calling you to change and to create alliances, just like the obstacle in your path is to create alliance, or to put yourself into a group of sorts. I do feel that with the Hierophant in the upright, you guys do need to find inspiration, and this inspiration is going to be found in the creativity that you guys can find in groups. Now, one of the things about the Hierophant too, it's about tradition and conformity. Now, I know that Scorpios, you guys don't like conformity. You guys don't like. You guys don't. You guys are the changers. You guys are the ones that come in and destroy things for the purpose of them being rebuilt. And when it comes to this reading, you know, it's all about the ethics. It's all about the ethics of how you go about your existence, and how you guys go about your lives. Like it's one of those things that it's one of those things that you guys have to look at. And if you guys don't look at it, you guys don't allow the cycle to end. Now, I want to draw some cards out here. Yeah, see. Some of you guys may be feeling a little bit less on the confident side. With the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, this seems to denote that it's not going to be very long that you guys are feeling like this. I do feel like you guys will slowly gain your confidence, and you guys will slowly gain whatever it is that you guys need in order to get your assertion up, to get the ball moving for this Ace of Wands to take place. Now, I do feel that right now the source of the self-confidence being low, and about your idea of being defensive, could be rooted in your finances. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, she speaks of poverty. She speaks of failure. She speaks of dependency. So I feel that for some of you guys might be dependent on others, and you guys need to be more dependent on what you can do and on your own skills, as opposed to being dependent on somebody else. Now, in order for you guys to be dependent on your own skills, you guys will have to start something. You guys will have to start something in order to make anything happen. Now, also with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I do feel like there's a lack of common sense to a certain degree, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's down to earth, and she's down to earth, and she keeps it real, just like you guys, like you Scorpios. And when it comes to this, I do feel like there's a fear. Maybe there's a fear of this cycle ending. Maybe there's a fear of letting go. Maybe there's a fear of lowering your defenses. I do feel like your defenses, to some degree, do need to be lowered, and that lowering needs to happen in order for you guys to create those friendships that are necessary in order to push you forward and to propel you. Now, I do feel like there may be a fear also of that dependency factor. Like what would happen if you didn't have those people that you're depending on in your life? Well, I'm here to tell you that you have the ability to move forward independently and to move forward confidently. It's just you guys have to release that fear. You guys have to release that fear. You guys have to let this cycle end. Now, I do feel that with the appearance of the Six of Wands, that you guys are going through a personal journey. You guys are going through a personal journey. You guys are going through a type of journey that you guys have to go within your minds, within your emotions, within your soul. You guys have to transform. Is what I'm getting. Is you guys have to transform. If you guys aren't able to transform, you guys will not be able to end this cycle. And one of the things that I do feel is that you guys have to make it through the night before you guys can make it through the day. I do feel that this fear is what you might encounter in the night, is what you might encounter going out of your comfort zone. And I do feel that entering a new strange land of, you know, the feelings that you've never felt before, opening up to groups and stuff like that. I do feel that this is one of the paths that you have to take in order to be able to see the sun on the other side, because right after the moon card is the sun, and the sun denotes happiness. If you ever see kids playing out in the sun, you know, they're carefree. This is what you need to do. This is the path that you need to travel. You need to travel through the night, through your darkness, before you can end this cycle and begin something new with passion, with joy, with everything that you need in order to begin this new cycle. So I do feel that you guys have to travel this darkness, and it's one of those paths that everybody conforms to some degree or another. It's one of those paths that everybody takes. But I do feel that since you are on this path will take you into the sun. It will take you into the day, and in the day, things aren't so scary. You know, in the night, things are hella scary because, you know, under the moonlight, things can shift, things can change. But I do feel that once you guys make it through this journey, and it's a journey that is destined to happen, it is destiny in the making, that you guys will have to travel through your darkness in order to find the light. And once you guys actually travel through your darkness and illuminate all the things that you thought were scary about you, or that you thought was scary about going out into the world and, you know, creating groups and stuff like that, it's one of those things that's just gonna totally change your world. And once you totally change your world, that's when you're gonna be able to be in a space of where you can start to take advantage of all of the opportunities that the world is handing to you and put them to good use. And in the process, you'll turn this card from the upside down to the right side up and become more confident in yourself. And you'll also turn the Queen of Pentacles from the upside down to the right side up, to where you guys will be stable, where you guys will have that firm foundation, and where you guys will be able to be loving and honorable. You guys will have that love of money because you guys will have the money, and at the same time, you guys will be business oriented and businessmen and businesswomen. You guys will be generous, which is one of the things about the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, and you guys will have that high status or that high social status that you guys have been wanting. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do your guys' relationship spread. Now, forgive me if the video cuts off, because I'm at 28 minutes right now, and I'm not exactly sure when the video will cut, but I'm hoping that it doesn't cut, so that I can have your guys' video on just one thing, and I don't have to break it apart and have links from one video to the other like I have been having for various other signs before you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle and see just what is going on in your guys' You know what? Instead of doing a relationship spread, I feel like I have to do some type of spiritual spread for you guys, so that you guys can so you guys can find these opportunities that the universe is trying to present to you guys. So for spiritual growth. All right. Let's see. Alright, so since you guys are traveling on a path, I feel like the self-healing spread is one of those things that's going to help you guys so much. You guys are going to benefit so much from this, and you guys are going to be able to find that way through the darkness in order to encounter the light on the other side, in order to encounter those brighter days, to encounter that brighter future, so that you can put the Ace of Wands energy and the energetic frequency that it provides to you to good use. So, alright. Oh, okay, so turn that right side up, flip it. Okay, now this is the first card. Well, actually, you know what? I'll set that off to the side because I want to see what other cards come out before we go on into that card. Alright. First card. Alright, so the Six of Cups comes out. I mean, no, the Six of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. I mean, no, the Six. Wow. Okay, the Six of Swords came out, and so the first card, it represents the primary emotional block or issue from the past limiting self-growth. So in this instance, there's something that you guys can't move on from, as far as the mental level goes. Now, this is actually appropriate because in your thought patterns or your thought section, you guys had the Four of Cups. Now, I know you guys are starting to see like the reality of things. You guys are starting to see the opportunities that the universe is bringing to you, but there's still certain factors of your mentality or your mind that you guys aren't letting go of. Now, do keep in mind that this is for some of you Scorpios. This won't be for all of you guys, obviously, but let's see. All right, cool. So the second card represents how this emotional block affects relationships with others in the past. Now, you guys got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is one of those cards that denotes, breakthroughs in your mind, breakthrough ideas, things of that nature, things where you can start to build upon, things that you can use to build up your mind and things like that. And the Ace of Swords cuts through bullshit. Is one of the things that I know about the Ace of Swords. But here, it represents how this emotional block from the Six of Swords has been affecting relationship, or has affected relationships with others in the past. And you know how I was saying that quick wit that you guys have, that ability to keep it real with whatever you say. Maybe that's been one of those things that has been blocking you. And this actually has been blocking you guys from manifesting whatever it is that you guys have been needing to manifest. And I mean, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to gain some breakthroughs of how this has been affecting your relationships. And maybe you guys won't change this, but you